Mr. Pappas, what do you think are the challenges and opportunities for the shipping industry today?
Okay, the first and very important challenge is the environmental regulations that all of us ship owners have to comply with. And we have to follow developments, be ahead of everybody else. And once there are solutions available, we should be able to implement them. And that it is a challenge, but at the same time, it's an opportunity, because the environmental regulations are going to slow down vessels, they're going to increase scrapping, and therefore they will decrease supply. So what is a challenge can be turned into an opportunity. Another challenge are geopolitics. We are seeing what's happening with the war in Ukraine right now. It is possible that there will be two worlds in the future: Russia, China, and satellites, and the West and their own satellite friends. That could be a problem, and it could be an opportunity as well. A problem because countries will not trade with each other, but an opportunity because distances may be much longer. A third problem could be globalization, deglobalization. If everybody starts producing everything in their own country, there's going to be less trade, and this could be a problem. Final issue that I'd like to discuss is inflation, which will lead to higher interest rates, which will inevitably lead to recession. And that is something that at the beginning it will assist shipping, because inflation increases prices of vessels and probably freights as well. But once we get to the recession part, this is going to be a major problem.
Now, having said that about the war in Ukraine and all the geopolitical developments, do you think that there is a way to actually foresee the future? Because as a ship owner yourself, you know that it takes time not only to order a ship, but for it to be built as well. So how far away can you predict for something like this, and how do you think this will affect long-term the shipping industry?
Today I wouldn't be building vessels especially because of the environmental regulations that are coming up. We do not know what the fuel of the future is, and until we know, whatever we will do will be a half solution. For the time being, the best we can do is follow developments and do improvements on the operational and technical side, so that we comply with the EEXI, CII regulations.
And finally, on the Greek shipping, what do you think the prospects are?
Greek shipping is in a pole position. It's like if we are at the Himalaya and the others are at the bottom. And we have to be able to retain that position. To do that, once again, in my view, the way to go is to follow the environmental regulations and implement them as soon as there is a solution. If we do that, we will retain our position.
Having said that, though, the IMO actually starts today, and the decarbonization is one of the major dilemmas, if you like. So how can you actually implement all these regulations placed either by the IMO or by the countries or by the international organizations when this takes time, and it obviously will not be forever? It will be something short-term, 5 years, 10 years, a transitional period.
As I said before, during the transitional period, we will have to maintain our vessels in a condition that is acceptable on CII terms. Until then, until the time that the new fuels, the new green fuels are delivered, there's not much more we can do.